So on my journey of self-improvement, I have gone through a transformation. And what I mean by that is I've gone from someone who wasn't productive at all to someone who is now very productive. And the difference is night and day between the old version of me and the new version of me. And what I've realized on this journey of self-improvement is the biggest difference you can see from the past version of yourself and the new version of yourself is habits. Like the difference between my old habits and my current habits are night and day. Like there's a complete difference. There's a complete difference in my level of productiveness too. And so when you want to become a better version of yourself and you want to live a better life, habits is the way to do that. You need to look at your current habits and change them and adapt them to be habits that the best version of yourself would pursue. So like I said, there is a clear difference between my current habits and my old habits. And I realized in order to become better, that is what I needed to change. And so I came across this book. You guys have probably all heard of it. It's Atomic Habits. And it had a lot of like hype and popularity at the time. If you guys are into reading, you'll know about that, but most of you watching this probably don't know. But it had a lot of hype around it at the time, and I came across it and I got a hold of the book and I read it. And that book is definitely the best book I've read on self-improvement. And I'm not saying like I've read a million books, because I'm far from that. Like I haven't read a lot of books at all, but that book is such a help to anybody who wants to become better. Like it's such a great guide on how to become better, and it helped guide me, because like I said, when you want to become better, you have to change your habits. And this book, Atomic Habits, literally tells you exactly how to do that. It teaches you exactly how to break bad habits. Sorry. And exactly how to build good ones. It teaches you the entire process of it and the science behind every single method. And this book helped me to implement it into my own life, to be able to finally break bad habits and actually start building good habits. And not just that, it actually helped me to understand why the methods work. And so anybody watching this video right now, anybody who aspires to become better, to build good habits, to break bad habits, you should read that book. But also watch this video, because the point of this video is I'm going to explain exactly how I implemented it into my life and how it changed me and how you can do the same. And so the book starts off by talking about bad habits, right? Because most people on their journey, they all start off with the bad shit, the bad habits. Like if you start off with good habits, like you've already done the process, right? And for me, the only good habit I had at the time was going to the gym. And I tried doing work, but it was like I was just doing the wrong things basically. But when it comes to bad habits, there's three methods of trying to cut them out. The first one is to eliminate the cues. The second one is to make it difficult. And the third one is to make it painful or dissatisfying. So eliminating the cues, what that means is eliminating the triggers that you see in your brain that make you want to pursue a good habit. So for example, a cue could be seeing a new advertisement for a game on your phone, or like say you play FIFA on PlayStation, right? The cue could be like seeing a new update on your phone. Like you're on Instagram and you see like an update for the game on your phone and it makes you want to play it. Or you're texting your friend and they send you a photo of them playing FIFA and they ask you to hop on, right? That's a cue. Or for example, let's say on social media you see junk food on your For You page or your Explore page on Instagram, and that makes you want to go and get junk food, which is a bad habit, right? So seeing the food on social media, that's the cue. That's the bad cue. So like the cue is like when you see the thing that makes you want to go and pursue the bad habit. Because the way habits work is like first you see something in your brain, and that makes you want it, and then that leads to the action that causes you to pursue the habit of whatever it is. So eliminating the cues to these things will allow you to stop these bad habits easier. And I'll give you an example of this. I used to play a lot of video games on my PlayStation, right? And so I eliminated a few cues by first, I just stopped buying new games. Like I just didn't buy any new games because I didn't have the money, number one, and number two, I realized if I just stopped buying them, I would save money and I would spend less time on my PlayStation. So I stopped buying games, number one. And then number two, I stopped renewing the PSN, the online thing, where you have to pay for this online membership to be able to talk to your friends and play online video games like with other people. And so I stopped buying that. And before I knew it, there was like nothing to do when I went on the PlayStation. Like every time I went on it, I was bored. So there was nothing to actually play on because I had eliminated those cues, those triggers. Like when I logged onto it, there was nothing new for me to do. It was all just old shit. And so I just sat there like, what's the point of this? And I stopped playing. I haven't played video games for such a long time. And I'm so glad I implemented that because it allowed me to finally stop. So the second way to eliminate a bad habit is by making it hard. I don't know if I said this earlier, I don't know if I forgot to mention it, but make it hard. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's use the same example, right, with the video games. If you want to make it hard, unplug your PlayStation after every time you play it and go and put it in your wardrobe. Then it makes it harder for you to go and play on it next time, right? Because then the next time you want to play on it, you have to open your cupboard, take the PlayStation out, plug all the wires in, and then set it up again. And just that little thing will make you want to pursue the habit less because you've just made it harder. If you want to make it even harder, like go and tell your mum to hide it from you or some shit. I don't know, but make it hard. Like, okay, let's use another example. Let's say you scroll on your phone too much. After every time you use TikTok, just delete it. Or after every time you use Instagram and you want to stop using it, just delete it. And then the next time you have to re-download it to be able to go on it again. And the thing is, when you go on the App Store and you're like trying to go on it the next time and you re-download it, you'll think to yourself like, am I really about to re-download this app? Like, is it really worth it? And so making it harder for yourself to actually pursue the bad habit makes it easier to stop it. Eliminate the cues, make it harder. And the third one is make it dissatisfying or make it painful. Now, I don't mean like punch yourself in the face after you do a bad habit, although you could do that. That's what will work for you. But what I mean is by making it dissatisfying is by doing something you wouldn't want to do. So let's say you've ended up scrolling on your phone for 10 minutes and you told yourself you wouldn't. Go and do 20 push-ups or go and do 10 what are they called? Burpees, that was it. 10 burpees. And burpees are fucking hard. Like, trust me, after you do 10 burpees, you're not gonna want to do that bad habit again. after you've scrolled on your phone, after you've ate a bad meal, after you've done some gaming, after you've fucking had a wank or whatever, go and do 10 burpees and 10 push-ups. No, do 20. And you will do the bad habit less. You have to figure this out for yourself. Like, you have to figure out for yourself how you can make it painful for yourself and how you can make it dissatisfying for yourself. Like, you have to say to yourself, like, you have to keep the promise to yourself as well. So say you game for 5 hours, you say to yourself, okay, if I game for more than 3 hours today, I'm gonna eat a fucking hot chili. But then when you do game for those 3 hours, you have to force yourself to eat that chili. You have to make it painful, because that's the only way you're gonna quit those bad habits, by making it painful for yourself and dissatisfying for yourself. As bad as it sounds, but that's what you gotta do. So those are the 3 ways you eliminate a bad habit. Eliminate the cues, make it harder, and make it painful. If you do all 3 of those things and apply them to all of your bad habits, whatever they are right now, you will eliminate it for good. Right, now we can talk about the good things, the good habits, right? And it's basically the exact same thing with the bad habits. You just do it in the opposite way. So you make it easy, you make it attractive, and you make them satisfying. So making something easy, let me give you an example. I read, and I know I need to read every single day. Like, it's just a habit I must do every single day, right? It's one of my must-do habits. And so to make it easier, I just scatter books around everywhere. Like, I have a lot of books and I just scatter all of them around, or I scatter important books I want to read around where I am. So I'm in a flat right now, and I always sit on this side of the room, right? And I just have a bunch of books on my table there. Like, not a bunch, 3 books, right, that I want to read, and I know if I read them, it will greatly improve me. So I just put them there, and every time I'm sitting there, because I sit there a lot, the books they're right in front of me, and so it makes it easy for me to read them. Because if I'm sitting there all day and the book's right in front of me, I'm like, okay, I should probably read, right? And I pick it up, read it, and that's it. Make it easy. If you struggle with going to the gym, put your gym clothes on your chair in the morning. So when you wake up, you're like, okay, make it easy. Put the gym clothes on. Okay, now I'll just put my shoes on. Okay, I'll just take 1 step towards the door. And before you know it, you'll be walking to the gym. You have to make it easy for yourself. And you have to find the ways to do that. The second one, make it satisfying. When you do the good habits, make it satisfying. And what I mean by that is, say for example, you've done all the hard work you need to do for the day, right? So you woke up early, you did all your good habits, you read, you journaled, you meditated, and then you did your actual other work you need to do, whatever that may be. Then make it satisfying. Like, at the end of the day, watch that TV show you wanted to watch, play that game, but don't do it excessively. Like, watch 1 episode of your TV show, right? Don't go and just start watching 5 in one night, like, and stay up till 3 a.m. Because then you just destroyed the whole purpose of the good habits. And don't just reward yourself if you haven't done anything good. Then that's just pointless. You reward yourself when you've earned it. You make it satisfying when you've earned it. You make it a reward. Because you should reward yourself. When you do the hard things, you should reward yourself with something. Because that will make you want to do it again. And it will make you realise it's worthwhile. But you can't just reward yourself when you haven't done anything good. You can't make it satisfying when you haven't done anything. You have to earn it. Right? So when you've earned it, then make it satisfying. Watch that TV show, play that game. Maybe watch some content on your phone for a bit. Not staying up late scrolling until fucking 5 a.m. No. Just for a little while. Make it satisfying. and then go back to it. One tip that helped me a lot, that I actually started before reading Atomic Habits, is to habit track. So what that means is create a tracker. Like, I just wrote it down in my notebook, right? So I've got my must-do habits like reading, journaling, meditating, and fitness, and then waking up early and getting 8 hours. So I've wrote that. So I've got those down in my notebook, and then I've created a checklist so that I can just check it off after each time I do it every single day. And what that does for me is after every time I've actually done the hard thing of doing the habit and doing the work, like it's like telling my brain like I've checked it off. Like, it just makes it satisfying for me, and that makes you want to do it more, and that keeps you going. It keeps you consistent. It's like a reward system for your brain. It gives you a bit of dopamine. But yeah, just stuff like that. Or even just when you go to the gym, track your lifts so that when you increase the weight on your next session, like you can see it visually, like, and you've got it in your notes, so that you know, like, oh shit, I'm actually lifting more, like I'm actually progressing, I'm doing better. You make it satisfying. You make the good habit satisfying. But yeah. And that one sort of ties into the make it attractive thing. Like, when you want to make it attractive, it's similar to make it satisfying in the way that you make it like, you make it look good for yourself, as in you say, oh, okay, if I just do this, I get to check it off my habit sheet, I get to log in the work, I get to watch that episode later tonight, I get to like play an hour of games later tonight, I get to phone that friend. Like, it's similar, like, make it attractive and make it satisfying. They sort of combine with each other. And one last tip I would give for any form of habit is to do something called habit stacking. And what that means is stacking a habit on top of like doing something. So let's say you have a lot of work to do, but you really don't want to do it. Let's say you have to take some sales calls, right? And they take about an hour. But you love gaming. After each sales call you take, play like 20 minutes of gaming. Like, play like 2 matches on FIFA, or play like 1 round of Fortnite, or whatever it is, or one round of COD after your sales call. Or like, if you love junk food, have like 2 blocks of chocolate after your sales call. So you make it satisfying. Like, that one sounds a bit stupid, because I don't know anyone who likes chocolate that much, but like, if that's your reward, then go ahead. And then you can stack good habits on top of each other. So for example, in my morning routine, sometimes I'll wake up, I'll meditate, and straight after I meditate, I'll journal, and then straight after I've journaled, I've read. So that's habit stacking, like stacking the habits on top of each other. And then what I could do to make that satisfying afterwards is watch like half an episode of a series I'm watching at the time. I don't actually watch any TV at the moment, but like, if I did and I had a series I really wanted to watch, then I could do those 3 habits and then watch half of that episode, and then go back to doing the work I needed to do, and then watch the rest of the episode later. And that's sort of how it works. Like, you have to make it easy for yourself. You do have to make it satisfying, and you should reward yourself, because life is about balance. And when you do the hard things, when you do the hard habits that are good for you, like, it's a good thing, and you should reward yourself. But you need to remember, like, you don't over reward yourself. You don't overdo it. That's the key thing to remember. Like, don't overdo it. But when you do the good habits and you start to eliminate the bad habits, reward yourself. Make it hard to do the bad habits. Unplug the fucking TV after each time you watch it. Unplug your PlayStation. Delete all the social media apps after each time you use them. Eliminate the cues. And then make it easier to do the good habits. Spread the books out wherever you sit every day. Spread the books out in your room. Put your laptop on your desk and have it open with like whatever work you need to do for the morning. Put your gym clothes on your door or on your chair. Put your gym shoes right next to it. Make it easy. But yeah, those are the key takeaways I took from this book. And I've implemented every one of these tips and tactics into my life, and it made it so much easier to break the bad habits, build the good habits, and transform as a person to become the best version of myself and just get better each and every single day. And if I can do it, you can fucking do it too, I promise. Stay disciplined.